Okay, thanks for stopping by, Dude Play That. So that was an example of tapping. So the art of tapping begins with a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs, which include both your left hand and right hand. So in this example, we're hammering on with our first finger, and you got to do it enough where you get the string to resonate, and then you pull off, and you kind of snap it when you pull off. And down here on my left hand, I've got my first finger on the 2nd fret. So if we hammer on 9th fret, B string, pull off, you get that. And then you take your pinky and you got to hammer on to the 5th fret. Oops. So that's all that is. So our first position there, I just showed you. Take your 1st and 4th finger on the 2nd and 5th fret, and put your 1st finger from your right hand up here on the 9th fret, and that's our first position. And you just do that a couple times. And it's going to take a little practice if you've never done this before, but it's a lot of fun once you get it down. So here's our first position. Second position, just move your 1st finger on the right hand up 1 fret to the 10th fret. And then next we're going to take this up to just shift from 2nd and 5 to 4 and 7. And then keep your left hand where it is, but move your 1st finger up to 12. And then go to 5 and 10. Or I'm sorry, 5 and 9. But you keep your 1st finger on 12. And then your next maneuver is, so what I did there is I went from these fingers, and then you take your 3rd finger and grab 8, and you move your 1st finger on right hand up to 13. And then while you are keeping your left hand where it is, you take this and move it up to 15. And then slide everything up to 7 and 10 while your 1st finger on the right hand stays. And then take your 1st finger up to 17 while your left hand stays still. And then take your left hand up to 9 and 12. And then here's where we begin to go back down. So once you're on 9 and 12 and your 1st finger's still up here on 17, shift up to 12 and 15, and we just go down 1 fret at a time with our left hand from 12 to 9. And you do that twice. And then you go to 15 and 10 and 13. So here's your 15. So same kind of theory there. You just go down 1 fret at a time from 10 and 13 down to 9 and 10. Or I'm sorry, 7 and 10. And then take your 1st finger down to 13 and then we're here on 8 and 11. that twice. And then we shift everything just down 1 fret. So your first finger is going to go to 12. And we end up at 4 and 7 here. And then this shifts up, the left hand just shifts up everything up 1 fret. And you just do that a few times. And then hit an E chord. And that, my friends, is the art of tapping, a series of hammer-ons and pull-offs, so that you can get those cool, quick notes. And I encourage you to try and get creative with it as well. If you know your pentatonic scales, you can, you know, do stuff like that. So again, hammer on, pull off, hammer on. And that's the key to tapping. Give it a little tap, tap, taparoo. And once again, as always, thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time.